Thank you for downloading another edition of the Saturday Drop-In podcast from Highland Hospital Radio. Can we say award-winning? Is that allowed?
I mean, we are technically award-winning, aren't we? The award-winning show.
And that voice you can hear is part-time guest presenter.
Oh, shish, will ya?
Shannon's here as well. Hey, Shannon.
Hello. It's nice to be back.
It is
Thank
nice,
you.
and it's nice to have you back. Thank you very much. Folks, coming up is a show and a half.
It's the wildest show we've ever done, and I think it almost beats the birthday special that we did in November.
I don't know about that.
Because that was chaotic.
That was chaotic.
But if Pat was in, it would have been
Goodness.
Online. Love Pat, though.
We love her, but it's crazy when she's here. Coming up, we've got a bit of Guess of the Year and a bit of Beat Detective. Right, they're safe. They're there. They're done.
Guaranteed.
Later on in the podcast, we're going to be speaking to Sharon from Highlife Highland, who's telling us about events coming up this week in support of World Parkinsons Day. They've got some Parkinsons-specific classes. But first, we're going to go straight into our interview with the team from MCR Pathways. This is Liz and Michael, and it's a really...
What an inspirational group.
Really interesting as well. One of the things I love about our show, amongst many, is that we get to find out what's going on in the community as well.
Yeah.
Because I never knew about this mentoring for young people across the Highlands. So really, really interesting to find out about. So let's get straight into that. Then we'll get Sharon on. We'll fit a bit of Guess of the Year and Beat Detective, and then there'll be some podcast extras as well.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. It's going to be a long podcast, this one, folks. We might have to put chapters in to point you to where you're going. But let's get straight into our chat with Liz and Michael from MCR Pathways. Now, on your Saturday drop-in, we are joined in the studio with the team from MCR Pathways. We're going to be talking about the benefits of mentoring and the services available across the Highland area, in particular from MCR Pathways. So welcome along to the Saturday drop-in, Liz and Michael. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Tom.
It's so nice to have you come in and see us. You've been sitting watching us from the other side of the glass and seeing.
Surprised you didn't leave.
Yeah, we thought you might have decided you'd had enough already, and by all means, you know where the exit is. They've been clearly marked out. You're here to talk about mentoring and the charity MCR Pathways and what that does across the Highlands. So why don't we just start? Let's tell us, what is MCR Pathways?
Sure. MCR actually stands for motivation, commitment and resilience. And that really underpins the values of the charity and its ethos from the time it was set up as a pilot project. So as you said, Tom, we're a national charity that runs a mentoring programme for young people, but it's young people who face challenges in their life. They have difficult circumstances, and quite often that could mean that school becomes difficult for them. They face barriers to their progress. And this is really where the mentors come in. It's one-to-one mentoring. It's delivered in secondary schools that have signed up to our programme in the Highlands and across the country. The key really is the mentors. We recruit volunteers from local community and we match them with a young person. They meet in the school for 1 hour a week during term time. And the impact of that 1 hour is quite transformational. Mentors are there as a supporting adult, a constant presence in these young people's lives that may be the only trusted adult they have. So mentors guide, support, and they champion their mentees to get them through school and to actually consider positive destinations once they leave school. Otherwise, education could have been a struggle for these people without that support. Mentors help them find out what they want to do and point them in the right direction. It's all about finding potential and helping these youngsters achieve that potential.
Perfect. And what does the mentoring involve, and what do you need to become a mentor?
Well, actually, There's absolutely no need to have specialist training or knowledge. It's all about being yourself. It's, as I said, about being there, being that constant presence, and finding a connection, building up a relationship. It's being a friend, listening, being that trusted adult. So we say to people, just be yourself. Just be yourself when you go in. It's really about having a bit of empathy, listening, getting to know and understand your mentee. And I guess there's an element of sharing life experiences as well to let them know that life's not always smooth. There are ups and downs, but there are ways to overcome challenges. So it's giving the young people confidence and self-belief, showing them that their past doesn't necessarily determine what their future is going to be like. So through mentoring, they begin to believe that change is possible and start taking steps towards it.
And then in regards to sort of how mentoring looks, it's very, very varied. I'm located in a school, so I'm in Culloden Academy, just along the road there. And to start with, the matches are made based on interests, maybe job aspirations, or maybe shared experiences. And to kind of make it comfortable to begin with, we play a lot of games, for example, arts projects. I've got mentored peers who play guitar together, go for a walk. So to start with, I feel like it's really important to find that common ground. And then when the mentee is maybe more comfortable, they can start opening up a bit. And then maybe if they've been mentored for a few months, they can start looking at things like CV writing, job applications, things like that. So I see it as a kind of build up. Yeah.
It's quite interesting because there's not like a one size fits all. It's not insert tab A into slot B, and the people who will come forward to volunteer to be mentors, they're coming from a wide different background, different life experiences, different abilities, different interests.
Yes.
And the person that they're being matched up with will have different interests as well. So it's quite interesting to say that some people, there's a musical aspect that they find a common ground with, or maybe a sport potentially.
Yeah. Well, there might be someone who wants to be a radio presenter, so there should be someone there for you.
Yeah, possibly.
But yeah, no, you're absolutely right in what you're saying. Yeah, like there's a real variety in the school of the young people, and it's just finding a match for them, and that to me is really beautiful. Like across the Highlands, there's all these different pairs with their own quirks right across the country. Even it's such an amazing thing.
Could you tell us a wee bit more about like the kids or the young people who are the mentees? How do they come about, or how do you sort of how do they come to your attention that these people could benefit from mentoring?
I mean, that's probably one for me.
So of course.
So I'm the job role as a pathways coordinator, and there's one of me in each school in the Highlands, and it's amazing being situated in the school because I get to know the young people and I get to know the teachers, and obviously I get to know the volunteers as well. But obviously within a school now, there's systems in place, so these young people who maybe are a bit disadvantaged or need the help are kind of targeted for these sorts of programs, which is great. So that's what's really important about being in the school, and then I'm able to sort of get to know these young people.
So Liz, where does the programme run in the Highlands?
Well, we're in 10 schools across Highland, 2 schools in Inverness, Inverness Academy, Royal Academy and Inverness High, also in Culloden where Michael is based, and Nairn. Then looking north of Inverness, Dingwall, Alness, Invergordon, Golspie, Wick, and to the west, Lochaber. So quite a range. There are other schools that may well be joining us in the future. We would love to support as many young people as we can. Currently, there are over 200 meetings. That's a mentor and a young person meeting in a school environment. So that's spread across these 10 schools. Our aim is really to have about 40 young adults mentored. Currently, schools run between 16 and 46. And numbers obviously go up and down with the school year, but that's a healthy number of people or young people who are being helped with the special qualities and attention of a mentor.
I love the fact as well that you've got so many areas where, you know, the schools aren't just based in sort of the bigger towns. You've got sort of the north and the west as well. So that's really, really good. So could you tell us, what does the programme involve and what can mentors expect when they've been paired with a mentee?
Well, the programme, we ask mentors if they can sign up for a year, because it takes a while to build up a real strong bond and meaningful relationship. Mentors will often stay longer than a year, particularly if they have a match at, say, secondary 2. And that could go right through till the young person leaves school. In terms of what happens in a mentoring session, Michael's already given some examples. There is no fast rule. It's really a case of what will benefit the relationship and what will benefit the young person in particular. If we're looking at benefits, and the impact which I mentioned, it can be measured in different ways. For the young person, as I've said already, the increase in self-belief and confidence and communication skills, having more respect for people in school, getting on better with their peers, etc. Obviously, educational attainment is important as well. We see more engagement with school, better attendance, and in terms of academic performance, we have statistics that show that young people who've been mentored in our programme perform better than the national average when it comes to getting, say, 5 qualifications at age 16. We're looking at something like 87% of people who'd been through MCR as opposed to the national average of 61. And it's a similar story about positive destinations. By that we mean sustainable employment, going on to apprenticeships, higher or further education. 83% of young people mentored are likely to choose one of those routes as opposed to the national average of 69%.
That's amazing.
So many benefits to it, and of course that's for the mentee, but we can't shy away from the fact there's a lot of positives for the mentor as well. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take a wee pause, and when we come back, we'll talk more about the benefits to somebody who will want to give up their time and volunteer through MCR Pathways.
It's the Saturday Drop-In with Shannon and Tom, and we're in with Liz and Michael from MCR Pathways. So guys, earlier on we were sort of touching a bit about sort of how the programme works and how the pathway works within schools. But if someone is interested in becoming a mentor, what's the process to getting onto that list and getting paired up with a young person?
Thanks, Shannon. It depends very much how people come to hear about MCR Pathways. It may be because of some promotion we're doing. Quite often it's being referred by somebody who's already mentoring. And we would always suggest that going to the website is a good starting point, because there's lots of information on there. That's mcrpathways.org. And there are also case studies, which I think brings it very much to life. There is a button there, Become a Mentor, if you're ready at that point to actually sign up with us. But you can also register for an information session. That's an online group session, which is just what it says. It's for people, potential mentors who want to find out more, and this is delivered nationally, probably about one a week, if you want to do that digitally. However, if you're say an employee in a company and there's maybe one or two of you or a team that are interested, we're always happy to do face-to-face information sessions and tell you more. Also, anyone, and the coordinators, myself, always happy to have a phone conversation or do a Teams or Google Meets meeting with somebody who wants a one-to-one chat about it. So at that point, if you've got all the info you need, you're ready to sign up, you fill out a simple registration form, which is on our website. That there's no obligation as such at that point, it just puts you into the system. You'll then get a call from Mentor Services, who'll do a very informal interview with you. It's a one-to-one chat, really, and it's more about finding out about you, the mentor, what makes you tick, what your life experience is, what work you do or have done, and as we've already said, what your interests are. That's really, really important for the matching. After that point, there will be a training session, which is usually a morning or an afternoon, about a 3-hour session. Again in a group setting, where you find out all the really essential things, including safeguarding and additional information you would have not had up to that point. There is also disclosure checks which are done and which we organise and pay. So the actual matching process starts at this point when all that information is gathered together. The young person will have also been asked to give information about their interests.
Yeah, so once all that's done, I basically have the really exciting job as a Pathways coordinator of making the match. And then I get the mentor into the school for the first time. Which can be a nerve-wracking experience. I'm not going to tell any fibs, you know, for the mentor,
it's
the
going
mentee.
back into school. That's the scary bit.
For me as well. I'm like, are they going to like each other? Have I made the right match? So I like to make it as casual as possible, because that's what it should be. You know, a mentor. It's not. You're not a counsellor. Mm-hmm. You're not a teacher. You're not a parent. It's meant to be as casual as possible. And what I like to do in the first meeting after I've made the initial sort of introductions is I like to give make the mentee give the mentor a tour of the school, and that sort of gives the mentee that responsibility and also that power, because the mentor normally doesn't know the school and the mentee does, and it gives them that confidence. So I send them out and I have a bit of a record. I'm like, right, the record is 20 minutes. Try and beat the record, you know. And if they come back laughing, joking, I'm like, yes, you know, success. And it just kind of rolls from there.
Plus, that's their environment, isn't it? The mentee,
exactly.
So they'll feel quite safe, I imagine, in their school, and you know, this is their area, and they're welcoming this person in.
Well, initially, maybe they're a bit intimidated as well to see what their friends might think. Mm-hmm. But what's been really incredible is that just disappears after 2 meetings. You know, maybe at the start they're like, "Oh, I don't want to walk around with an older person," but you see that change in them, and I guess that's a bit to do with the impact. But you see that transformation after. It's like after 3 sessions, like, do you want to go a walk outside? Yeah. Don't give a monkeys, you know. So that's really great.
See, I find that interesting, because there might be a bit of a stigma attached to it about why is person A, why have they got somebody in with them, you know? So there's a potential for that side as well.
It's kind of my job, my role as well, to not let there be that stigma and try and turn it into a programme that is joyous and it is happy and it
positive, you know, as well.
Positive, yeah,
almost
exactly.
To the point that you'll have people trying to sign up and say, "Oh, can I get a mentor?"
And that's where it's at just now.
Oh, brilliant!
And it's
amazing. Yeah.
So I think it's important to focus on the sort of protection element of somebody signing up. You can feel quite nervous about working with young people. You know, is it what's there to make you safe? You're getting all the training that you need. Yeah, of course, for all parties, all the correct legal obligations, etc., PVGs and disclosures, etc. But imagine that if somebody's involved with a mentee and they've got some concerns, or say maybe the mentee's disclosing stuff or explaining things that goes beyond what a mentor would normally. You mentioned they're not a counsellor. Yeah. Do you then in MCR have the protection of saying, right, here's how you reach out to us and we'll support you and we help you out?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's all involved in the training process, and I'll tell mentors before they leave the school, if there's anything that you need to disclose, please, you should not be leaving with that on your mind. You know, you're here for an hour, even less than an hour, 50 minutes a week. You come in, do your 50 minutes, you leave, and you come back next week. You know, you shouldn't be taking things home with you. If there are concerns, you relay those concerns to myself, and then I can deal with it in an appropriate way. So it's and we've also got a whole team within MCR as well. You know.
Yeah, so you're not just left on your own.
You're not left on your own.
There's a network,
by
isn't
any
there?
means,
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
And I was just wondering, would you be able to think of, if not one specific time, or just give us some ideas? Because we've discussed in the first wee part when Liz was telling us about the benefits to mentees, and we can point at the statistics that show how having a mentor can have a positive impact. But what about the mentor? You know, can you tell us about times when this relationship has been so beneficial to the mentor that they've walked away with some, you know, a nice benefit, nice positive experience, or for both parties? Can you give us a success story?
Well, just in general terms, mentors, I think, are quite surprised about how much they enjoy the mentoring and how much they get out of it. They learn a lot about young people and the challenges that they're facing. It's a new perspective often on younger generation. They often say as well that how much they would have benefited from a scheme like this when they were at school, and they often have that at the back of their mind to sort of motivate them to actually be the best they can. But it's been proven through surveys we've done, as well as anecdotal evidence, that improves well-being. There's obviously the social connection, and just being there and giving something back, and to use that phrase. For mentors who are still working, who have a job, it helps them enormously in their career. It's a nice thing to add to your CV, but it develops skills in leadership, communication, so they feel more like confident leaders at work. And then of course that feeds into the employer, the company, the organisation. They get a more motivated and skilled workforce from ones that are leading. So it's very much a win-win.
Yeah, just to jump in for the mentor side of things, I love thinking about in kind of creating community. And that, I mean, there's all this talk these days about how we're losing these kind of really traditional communities, and how we no longer have these sort of intergenerational relationships. I mean, for me, a big part of MCR is like bringing that back, you know, and how much we've lost, and how much we can actually learn from these intergenerational friendships, and how much it benefits the local community. You know, having responsible adults going into schools.
It's bringing them into schools, yeah. The school should be the hub of the community.
For me, it's like groundbreaking. It's incredible. Like for the mentors and the mentees, and I think that's one of the reasons why the mentors love it. They come bouncing in, they go bouncing out. They absolutely love it. They absolutely love it.
Yes, you hear about mentors that are looking forward to that 1 hour a week, just as much as the youngsters who are benefiting. It's a highlight of the week for both parties.
Totally. And then just thinking about the mentees, I mean, I could choose any of the pairs that are meeting at the moment, and I can see an improvement in them, the young people.
Brilliant.
Yeah, just from like increased confidence to focus. I mean, I had a pair that, like, one of the young person, he's trying to do his first pull-up. He's trying to impress his mentor, you know.
Join the queue.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. And I mean, to think about, obviously we're getting to the stage now in the school year where people are moving on to kind of positive destinations. So I've been in the role a year, so it's a good amount of time to kind of see how it's progressed. And I've had one young person who at the start really uninspired, struggling to turn up, had no idea what he wanted to do after school, was just going through the motions, gets the mentor, and now obviously there's other things that's going along with that, you know. Maybe he's grown up, he's enjoying more classes, but the mentor was definitely pivotal, and now he's off to UHI to do mechanics, so
great.
It's fantastic. And then
that positive destination thing, it's not about necessarily even further education. It's just, you know, having a direction, a job, an apprenticeship, something lined up at the end of school. Because it must be really daunting for kids. They're getting to the end of 6th year, or maybe the end of 5th year, and they're able to leave, or 6th year, and like, well, where do I go now? And it's maybe sometimes it's always been a case of, well, you just keep going to education, you keep going to somewhere else. But it's really great that we talk about different avenues. What works for the individual is really good, and the mentors must be able to show that. Well, I mean,
apprenticeships are very popular these days, as you can imagine, and it's great for local employment. Employers are interested in keeping young people in the area and to have them skilled up to be the workforce a number of years' time. So we really value the support of companies that facilitate and help their employees to take that hour off during the working day to mentor.
Grand. Well, I think we really enjoyed having you in to tell us all about it. It's really been quite eye-opening.
Very inspirational as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It's such a good news story. Now, if anybody is interested in becoming a volunteer mentor, tell us the website again, please, Liz.
Yes, it's mcrpathways.org.
And from there, there's a great big button at the top. You can't miss it. And you can find out lots more information there as well. I was having a read over it, and it points you to different ways.
Absolutely.
And some,
If anybody wants to drop an email with some questions, very simple, highland@mcrpathways.org. Just like to finish by saying that we actually have a number of NHS Highland employees who do mentor with us.
Oh, brilliant.
Which is fantastic. But we would love to have more to join us. So, yes, help us transform more young lives and join and become a mentor with MCR.
Oh, wonderful.
Brilliant.
That's a great way to leave it, yeah. Thank you so much to Liz and Michael for coming in. We'll finish off a wee song. Michael, you've got some Lewis McLaughlin lined up for us, and Summer. I think that's a bit optimistic today, in all honesty. If we've seen
the sun was out.
Wishful thinking, but we're trying to,
I think
exactly.
Old Storm Dave might have something to say about that in a few months' time. Liz, Michael from MCR Pathways, thank you so much for coming in to speak to us on the Saturday Drop.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
And we're back here on your Saturday drop-in. But Shannon, it's time to just take
a breather.
Just take a breather
and have
here.
a sip at the NHS Highland Coffee Corner.
This is where we take a wee pause for a moment and tell you about some events that are taking place across the NHS Highland area, but also some campaigns and some other information which we happily promote here on the Saturday drop-in. Why don't you take us into the coffee corner, Shannon?
Yeah, of course. So we'll start off with being a teenager is exciting, but it can also be hard. If your teen is feeling anxious, lonely, or angry, there are things that you can do to help. Every family is different and every family faces different challenges, but we all need to look after our mental health. As parents, we often worry about how things are affecting our children, but it's just as important to look after ourselves too. So we have lots of wellbeing tips for you as well as for kids of all ages. And if you feel that everything's getting too much, remember that you're not alone. There's lots of support out there for you, so don't be afraid to ask to help. All you need to do if you are looking for some help is head along to parentclub.scot for resources, real life experiences and support from parents and teenagers. And I definitely reflect from this because I hated early teenagerhood. I hated it so much. And I know we just had MCR on being you have mentors and mentees, and I was thinking I should have really had something like that way back when.
I can't imagine what it would if I'd had a mentor or somebody just to give some guidance and stuff and just some pointers and some real life stuff.
Exactly.
Sometimes you don't have regrets, but you look back and say, imagine if somebody had pointed this out to me sooner, it would have changed things. But at the end of the day, we're here. We're doing what we're doing.
Yeah. And to have something like this where you know that you're not alone and people are going to go through similarities with you as well, I think is so important. So head over to parentclub.scot for resources, real life experiences and support from parents and teenagers as well.
Absolutely.
I love how teenagers are telling parents how they feel as well.
I like
it's
that.
important.
Yeah, I think we have a nice open chat about things and just, we're open and honest with each other and make sure we know each other's, we're there for each other when we need it.
Exactly.
And also, do you know what? If you need some space, there's lots of space available as well.
Always.
Works both ways.
Always.
Looking to a wee bit later on in life, screening can find bowel cancer at an early stage when it's much easier to treat. People living in Scotland aged 50 to 74 are sent a home bowel screening test every 2 years. The test can be done in the privacy of your own home and returned using a prepaid envelope provided. To find out more, head along to nhsinform.scot/bowel screening. Get yourself checked out, folks. When it comes through in the post, just do it. Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing, but get it done.
Something that we're celebrating next week as well is World Parkinson's Day. Parkinson's disease is a condition in which parts of the brain becomes progressively damaged over many years. The three main symptoms of Parkinson's disease are involuntary shaking or particular parts of the body, also known as a tremor, slow movements, stiff and inflexible muscles as well. A person with Parkinson's disease can also experience a wide range of other physical and psychological symptoms, including depression, anxiety, balance problems. This can be increase in chances of falling, loss of sense of smell, problems sleeping, so like insomnia, and also memory problems as well.
See your GP if you're concerned that you may have symptoms of Parkinson's disease. Your GP will ask about the problems you're experiencing and may refer you to a specialist for further tests. Next week on the show, we'll be joined by somebody from the charity Parkinsons UK, whose aim is to support every Parkinson's journey every step of the way. So we'll be looking forward to having a chat with them next week. But leading into the weekend of World Parkinson's Day, we have Highlife Highland, who are running a series of tasting events for people living with Parkinson's to attend. These are all specialised classes aimed at Parkinson's. And I'm pleased to say that as part of the NHS Highland Coffee Corner, for the first time we have a guest, and it's Sharon from Highlife Highland. Hello, Sharon. Welcome along to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
It's as soon as you walked in, I went, I know her. Now, if anybody, I think people will hear your voice as well, and they'll know immediately who Sharon is. Sharon works down at the Inverness Leisure Centre, and amongst you seem to have every job under the sun there.
Yes.
But part of it is also being on the main desk as well, on the reception desk. So a lot of people have seen you when they come into the leisure centre down there.
Yes, I've worked for Highlife Highland now for 13 years, coming up for 14 years.
Wow.
And I work on the main reception. I teach classes. I'm also one of the group fitness coordinators, so I coordinate the group fitness timetable, work on events that are happening, make sure instructors' qualifications are up to date, training is up to date. So, yeah, multiple job roles.
And as well as that, you get messages from the media team at Highlife Highland saying, right, we need you at 1 o'clock.
Can you go to Raigmore?
To go to Raigmore and speak on the radio about stuff.
Exactly. 2 days' notice.
I love it. Actually, you'll be fine. You know what you're talking about. It's all good.
We just split my shift, do part of my shift, up to Raigmore, do this interview.
You're not going to go back, are you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, come away. No, we're not having that. No, we'll cover for you. It's fine. Just stay here. We'll get a brew.
We'll do the aqua aerobics for you.
Do you know what?
Could you imagine?
I really want to get into that. We're digressing, however.
It's brilliant. It's one of my favourite classes that I teach.
Well, do you know what? It's low impact, isn't it? Because I think we all think of health and fitness that you have to go on a treadmill and run, you have to lift heavy things, but aqua aerobics and Pilates and yoga, there's so many benefits in that, and like stretching exercises, but there's no impact. And see, I'm getting on a bit, Sharon,
Absolutely.
and my knees are terrible. But again, we're talking about we were given a very strict talk about this only. World Parkinson's Day is coming up next weekend, and Highlife are focusing on this. And you've got some special events coming up. It's sort of targeted classes that are there to support Parkinson's. But sort of before we go into the dates and times and where people need to be, what's the benefits in terms of exercises when it comes to Parkinson's? And how is it that you sort of deal with that at Highlife Highland?
So we have, as a specialised class, we have specialised instructors that come in and teach the classes. It is crucial with people that have Parkinson's to exercise. It can help manage their symptoms, improve sort of daily functioning. It may slow the progression, the Parkinson's progression. It enhances brain health, boosts dopamine, efficiently improves balance, flexibility, reducing sort of risk of falls. We do a lot of strength and balance classes. We do a lot of circuit sort of classes. We do just a sort of general sort of aerobic type class, and we can do like a seated or standing option class as well. So there's so many different things that we can do, and it's important for them to keep their muscles working, moving, not to get them stiff muscles, joints, because it make it very hard for everyday living. And also as well, it's just really to let people manage their symptoms, on a sort of a daily basis. Obviously to maintain their independence.
That's the most
stay
important part,
socially
isn't it?
connected.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big thing we have when we're teaching classes at Inverness, and I think throughout our other sort of Highlife centres, that it's very much a social sort of class that they come to. Some of them will then maybe go off to the coffee shop and have a sort of a tea or coffee and a tray. They get to know other people. There's other sort of Parkinson's events that they have on a weekly, or activities they have on a weekly basis that some other our customers will go to as well. So it's meeting new people, and obviously at the same time maintaining their independence without having to rely on people coming in and having to help them.
Because I imagine a diagnosis of any condition is going to be really quite earth-shattering for someone.
And definitely when it can be life-changing, life-altering as well.
Without a doubt. And of course, what's the resources? Where do you reach out? So to know that there's this place you can go to where everybody in that room is going through the same situation with you, maybe at different levels of it, but they've all been in that same, but they've all been in the room with a consultant, they've all been given this information, this news, and they're having to come to terms with it. So it must be really, really positive for them to meet other people who are in the same position of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we teach, everybody's at different stages of their Parkinson's that come into the class. So some are much more fitter than others. Some are a bit more, their balance is better than others. But it doesn't matter. We can adapt. All our classes are adapted to suit every single person that comes into the class to do it. So that's what we do. If there's an exercise that one person can do and the other can't, that doesn't matter. We'll adapt and give them something else. We make them feel very part of the class situation, so they're not left out. And again, as I say, they'll meet people, some will go off for a coffee. And there is, to be honest, there's around about 600 people in sort of the Highland area with Parkinson's and around 13,000 people in Scotland.
Wow. That's a phenomenal number,
lot of numbers,
yes.
Yeah. So in terms of coming along this week, you don't need a Highlife membership card. You don't need, you don't need to be a member. This is open to anybody.
This is free to everybody. So obviously, like World Parkinson's Day is on Saturday, 11th of April. So Inverness Leisure is kick-starting the events off. So we're holding our one on Monday, the 6th of April, Easter Monday. And no, they're all come and try sessions. They're taster sessions. So what we're doing on Monday is everybody is affected by Parkinson's. Please come along. You can come along. You can take your spouse with you, your partner, your friend with you, and they can get a chance to see what it is that we actually do when we're taking a class. And we're going to be doing a Parkinson's drumming session. That's our first thing we're going to be
Is
doing.
that the one with the big yoga balls?
Yes, we've met them before, and they are excellent. Yeah, it's so much fun.
Brilliant. And everybody loves it, and it's great for coordination, rhythm to music, hand-eye coordination. It gets the fingers moving. It's fantastic, and they love it. So we're doing a 30-minute taster session for that. Then we're going to be doing a strength and balance taster session. That's a 30-minute. And we're going to be then finishing off with like a Pilates balls and Zumba shaker session.
Brilliant.
So, so we've got 3 30-minute taster sessions. They can come along, they can try any of one of them. They don't have to be there at a specific time, but it does start at 1:30 and it's on till 4 o'clock. They can come in and try any sessions. We're also doing teas and coffees and tray bakes, so they get a chance to sit down and have a chat
good enough,
with other people. And also I have a selection of literature that we can hand it out, and it's anything to do with Parkinson's, mood swings, eating, sleeping. It affects everybody. Your tremors, the balance, the freezing as they're going from door to door. And there's different booklets that will explain everything about it. So I have all them at hand as reading literature, so they can take that away with them as well. And also we have a Parkinson's table tennis club that runs on a Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock. So the organiser, Bill Rennie, he's the organiser of the table tennis club, he's coming along and he's going to be giving a lesson on table tennis, and everybody should get a chance to have a game.
Oh, that sounds,
I love that.
It sounds great, doesn't it?
And I can imagine even if it's a recent diagnosis for someone, they could feel quite anxious coming in, and it could be quite daunting going into somewhere like a leisure centre where you may feel very, very different from a lot of other people, regardless of stages or whether they have Parkinson's or not. So I think it's such a lovely thing, and giving them options of saying like, look, if you're not up for Zumba, come and do table tennis.
Yeah, try a different thing. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I love that.
I like that you're saying come along with a spouse, partner, someone who you're with, because then you can sort of sit and watch, right? Oh, that's some good exercises. That's something we could do that in the house and then join in with other stuff as well. So it's because it's important that people who are going through a Parkinson's journey, they'll have somebody. Hopefully they'll have somebody with them who can help and support them, and that'll be good motivation for them as well. So I was wondering, do you need to be referred to this? Do you need to go through a clinician, or is this just if you've had a diagnosis, you can come along to the class?
Yes. So if you've had a diagnosis, of Parkinson's, you don't need to be referred. It's not like an NHS referral. You can come along to the class, so you can phone up. It doesn't matter where you are. You can phone up your local leisure centre to see if they run Parkinson classes, and you can go to any one of those classes. I mean, we run classes Mondays and Wednesdays, so we do 2 classes on a Monday, 2 on a Wednesday, and then we also have the table tennis on the Tuesday. They can come along to any one of those classes because each class is different. So we have on a Monday session, we do like a circuit style based Parkinson's, and then we do the Parkinson's drumming. And then on a Tuesday, obviously, table tennis. The Wednesday, we do a Parkinson's drumming class, and then we do a Parkinson's strength and balance aerobic class. So there's different things that they're doing. And also, if it's somebody that's just been recently diagnosed, it can be daunting coming in the door. It just even coming through the door of the leisure centre, and they don't know where they're going. They feel a bit apprehensive, they don't know how they're going to feel. And from the moment they come in and they go to like the reception, the girls that are very good, they'll then show them where they're going. But again, whether it's a class or whether it's a taster session, they can still come with their partners or a friend, because sometimes it helps when you come in the door and you're going to wherever it is, whichever sort of like studio you're going to for the class. There's somebody there that's going to support you as well as you come until they get to know or meet the instructor. They might know somebody in the class as well. So if their partners wanted to come for a couple of sessions with them, that's not a problem at all.
Just till they get settled into it,
yeah. And it's like we make it a very much a relaxed sort of atmosphere. It's not like one of those classes that you go in and it's like rigid from the word go and you get on with it. Absolutely not.
Is it in the room that's got the light show? Have you seen that?
Studio 3, yes.
Studio 3, it used to be the Climbing Fault. It's turned into a Jean-Michel Jarre concert. It's like indarted with laser beams and stuff.
Depending which class you go to, it's like a nightclub.
Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
It's crazy.
It's fantastic.
I mean, you talk about somebody who's going through a Parkinson's diagnosis feeling a bit intimidated about going into the leisure centre. As Joe Blogs here, I feel intimidated going to the leisure centre sometimes, especially when I see or hear the noises coming from Studio 3 and the PA system and somebody shouting out instructions to turn your bike speed up or something. I feel intimidated, but no, it's not. When you walk into the leisure centre, you've got the lovely reception team there and they'll point you in the right direction, and it's lovely that you're saying bring somebody along with you until you get used to it, until you know where you are, because you've so much happening at once for you potentially, and
yes.
you don't need any extra stress, so
yes,
make it
and
as smooth as
it's a
you can.
confidence thing as well. It's just that they can gain their confidence by coming to the class. Then thereafter, if they've been for a few sessions, they feel quite relaxed about coming to the class. That's fine, and they'll meet other people, and then, as I say, some of them will go and have a coffee after the class, and other people, they get invited along. I mean, I've been invited along myself, and it's great. It's very much relaxed. Everybody's are all got the same condition.
Yeah, in the same boat, yeah.
And it's great. And they'll get a chance that these sort of taster sessions, they get a chance to meet other people as well. And there's so many people out there that maybe don't know that we actually run classes at Inverness Leisure. And also they don't know that we're maybe doing the World Parkinson's Day event and a taster session. So that's why we try and get the word out as much as we can.
That's why as soon as we heard about it from the Highlife team, we thought, well, we need to bring you in and talk about this. But of course, you're talking about Inverness Leisure, that's where you're based, but it's not just happening there. Tell us about all the other locations throughout this week coming.
There's lots so during the month of April, so it is a free come and try sessions, and they're available obviously at Inverness, Nairn, Wick, Granton-on-Spey and Dingwall. So there's so many different, they're all in different dates. So we've got so starting off, I do have them here because they came in. So obviously we kick off with Monday the 6th. Then we have on Friday the 10th of April at East Caithness Community Facility. So it's in the Wick Assembly Rooms. They're putting on between 2 and 4. They're putting on a friendly coffee afternoon with a local Parkinson's exercise instructor. Optional is a taster session and social time. So that's on. And also on Friday the 10th of April, we've got the Craig McLean Leisure Centre at Granton-on-Spey, and between 12 and 1, they're doing a Parkinson's friendly dynamic wellbeing session, which is a circuit style based class. And in Dingwall Leisure Centre on Tuesday the 21st of April, between 3 and 4:30, Dingwall and Avon Leisure Centre, they've joined forces together. So they're going to deliver an afternoon of group exercise classes and table tennis as well, and refreshments. So yes, it's
I like that teas and coffees and cake is always getting a
Always
mention
teas
here.
and coffees included. It's the coffee corner. It has to be.
Of course, it's a coffee corner.
and everybody that comes along likes a free coffee as well.
Exactly.
does
You
they?
can't say no to a free coffee
Oh
or tea.
no! I mean, and if you're going to Inverness Leisure, once you've done your session, nip across to the Botanics, and then you can sit in the glass house bit, and you
Yeah.
can have your cake and oh.
Lovely.
Anyway,
That's
I'm getting
where they
ahead of
all
myself.
go after the class. Yes,
So-
that's where they all go.
So
Brilliant.
if that sounds like something that you want to be involved in, yeah. So if you're going through Parkinson's just now, maybe you're doing all these things and you're looking forward to it. Maybe it's the first time you're hearing about it. Get yourself along to the Highlife. Now, what to do is if you want more information, go and have a look at the main Highlife website, highlifehighland.com, and you can click on the contact us, send a wee message there. So if you're a wee bit uncertain or you've missed the details here, click on the contact us, leave a message, somebody will get back in touch with you and be able to provide the dates, yeah?
Yes, and they can also actually just phone in.
All right, yeah.
So they can phone, and the telephone number for that is obviously Inverness 01463 667 500, and it's option 4, and that'll take you straight through to the reception team. The reception team know all about the taster sessions that's happening and with the classes as well. So they feel free to phone, and somebody will be able to give them all the information as well, and hopefully it'll be a success. I mean, I hosted my first one last year and it proved to be very successful, so hopefully this year will be just as successful or better.
What about you,
Amazing.
for you as the person taking it? What's it like for you when you see people, maybe it's the first time they've come into the leisure centre, maybe it's like say it's a recent diagnosis, and how does it feel to see them seeing other people and go, oh, I've got a chance to chat to people, I've got a chance to involve. How do you feel?
I love it, and I love seeing everybody coming in and trying all these sessions, and I particularly love it in my classes when I see the progression of my customers that come in the door, and something they maybe weren't able to do about a month ago and they can do now, or doing like their strength and balance exercises and how they've managed to progress from there. And it's to help them sort of everyday living at home, and it just makes me so proud. And I do say to them in the class, and I say to them, do you know, I'm very proud of all of you, and you've worked so hard today. And it makes me feel proud. I love it, absolutely love it.
Amazing.
It shows, Shan, because you can just see that you're buzzing about it. You're a really positive person. So get yourself along to the Highlife website and go and try some of these taster sessions. Shan, I hope we can have you back next time there's an event taking place or
I
something.
would love to come back, yes, definitely.
And have a good weekend. I will let you get back to your work now, because I can't believe you're having to go
sorry.
back and finish a shift.
No, that's absolutely fine.
But
Out of
hopefully,
the office for a little while.
yeah, exactly. Hopefully there's some tea, coffee or cake available for you at some stage, and we'll hopefully get you back in here at the studio later on.
Fantastic.
Thanks for coming in to see us.
Thank you
Thanks,
for having me.
Sharon.
That was your
Thank you.
NHS Highland Coffee Corner for this week. I think we need to, there's something that needs to be dealt with, and let's just get it out of the way now, and then it's done. Right? I am reaching
that
down.
thing that happened a few weeks ago.
I have in my hands a bag.
Not just any bag.
Not just any bag.
It's Highland Broadcasting Association
Highland
celebrating
Hospital
Broadcasting.
Broadcasting
You can tell it's
Association.
been a while.
100 years of hospital radio. Now that's a nice bag.
Sponsored by Radio Today.
Thank you, Radio
Out of
Today.
all the things to be sponsored by, banging.
What would we do without our Radio Today wall calendar? Now, in here, I've not opened it yet.
Have you not opened it?
I thought I'll wait until
I did
Shannon's
wonder
here.
why you sent me a picture of a red bag, being like, someone just nicked merch
So,
for you. It's like,
our good friends at Grampian Hospital Radio, Brenda in particular, was
Love
down
Brenda.
at the Hospital Broadcasting Awards a couple of weekends ago, and everybody knows Richard Smith from the Z Pop.
yeah.
I got a message from Richard. He
Yeah.
said, "Oh, well done, Captain. You got gold." I went, "What?
What?
Well done, Captain. You got gold." Then Neil from HBS in Glasgow, Hospital Broadcasting
Yep.
Service,
Mm-hmm.
message says, "Oh, nice one. You've won." And then Andy and John, no, it was John, sorry, from Grampian also messaged. Now,
Brill.
of course, even though it's the Hospital Broadcasting Association, the award ceremony was not being broadcast, so
Yeah.
we had no idea of knowing. But it turns out,
It
Shannon,
was on Instagram.
it turns out you and I, Shannon, we've only gone and won a gold award.
Yeah.
How goes that?
How did that happen?
I really don't know.
Were the judges drunk?
I can only assume that there was a low response rate this year to the award. So I'm going to put this here, right?
Oh,
I'm going to put that there. But wait, it gets
Very
better, because
nice.
that's just the certificate that I've opened up. I've not actually opened up the trophy yet. Now, Brenda did say the trophy might be broken. She might have dropped it, She had a few
Did she
sherbets.
drop it?
Shannon, look at it.
Oh my god, it's got colour on it.
It's got colour.
Ooh.
It says-
She's fancy.
It's got like sparkly bits on it. I'm trying.
Is it
I'm
actually
gonna hold
like
it up to
proper
the camera.
glitter, like?
It's like shiny. It's
Ooh.
National Hospital Radio Awards 2026 Best Programme with multiple presenters. Gold. Highland
believe
Hospital
in your
Radio.
soul.
We only went and done it. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I'm very proud because, it's only the second time Highland Hospital Radio's won a gold award.
Which is nuts to think, because I was like, surely we've won more. Who was the other gold winner?
I'm really wish you hadn't asked me that because I can't remember right now. I shall need to look it up.
Was it Graham?
No, it wasn't Graham.
It wasn't Graham.
It was for a specialist programme and I just can't remember the name off the top of my head. A good presenter.
Would.
It's worth saying I didn't get a nomination for Presenter of the Year. I'm just putting that out there. A good presenter would have remembered that. But I did ask the committee, and they did say yes. We did win a gold probably about 20 years ago, back in the 90s for specialist programme.
But what an incredible year to get gold as well. 100 years of hospital broadcasting.
Radio. It's and it's a seriously cool trophy. So we wanted to say thank you to the judges, obviously.
Thank you very much. It's very appreciated.
Thank you to Brenda from Grampian Hospital Radio for graciously going up and grabbing it for us. But most important of all is thank you to all the local groups, charities, health and wellbeing organisations who have come into the studio, told us their story, and it's that story that we've been able to tell has led to this. So without a doubt, what we do is a very small part of it.
No, we basically just beg people to come on.
I don't know if we begged.
But, please.
But yeah, what we'll do is we'll that's us. We've got it out of the way. It's
Could
done.
we also just say congratulations to Rockwood Sounds, who won bronze, Hospital Radio Plymouth as well, who won silver out of the multiple presenters, and the rest of the nominees for the day. Because,
you are so gracious.
Of course I'm gracious. Come
that's
on.
That's what I said on the group chat. I was like, yeah,
come on, yeah. I went out for drinks that night. It was great.
Well, yeah, I was in the house, so I think I opened up a box of chocolate or something just to be happy.
Very nice.
So yeah, but now we've had some nice congratulations have come in. We're going to talk about that in the second hour because we got a congratulations from a group of people who we're just absolutely blown away by the fact that these people mentioned us. And we're going to. I've actually worn a commemorative T-shirt for the event.
I just wore my branded one.
Well.
I'm chilly though.
So we'll in the second hour we'll talk about who said thank you to us, and I'm going to say something up to this person down the camera lens and through into the microphone, which might horrify them. It's to do with the last time this person mentioned my name on air, and all I'm saying is it wasn't yesterday.
Wasn't it yesterday?
It wasn't yesterday.
Deary me.
And you're back here. It's your Saturday drop-in from Highland Hospital Radio. It's a 1:15. Crivens Mixty Me.
Crivens indeed.
It's a 1:15. So, Shannon, does that mean is it time?
I've missed this.
Have
is it
you
time
missed
for Beat Detective?
It surely is.
Beat
Beat Detective on your Saturday drop-in is, well, we're looking. Not many radio shows would do this, but we're really looking forward to the end of the show because the song that we've got lined up for you, or the super duper computer has picked.
Or Tom.
Or maybe me.
Tom's picked.
Sometimes we cheat. Has picked an absolute banger this week. And, well, we don't just tell you what the name of the song is. We have to play a game, don't we? So we've got a cryptic clue, which is going to point you towards the final song on today's show. It's available on our socials. So if you head over to Facebook and Instagram, you can see it. But Shannon Marvel is going to read out the clue for us for this week's Beat Detective.
I am indeed. So your artist is 2 words, definitive article of the opposite of lightness. Ooh. Your song is 3 words, after a time you are becoming more tolerable.
It's a bit like how it's
our friendship.
It's how our friendship has bloomed over the years since 2019.
Yep.
Goodness, can you believe that? 7 years of us working together on Hospital Radio.
I know, and no one's told us to get lost.
Nobody has. In fact, some people have even given us an award for it. But again, we're not making a big deal about that at all. The fact that we've got the cameras on this in the studio today and we've got the trophies sitting here, it's a bit vain, isn't it?
Yeah, we do. Not at all.
Yeah.
Or you've updated the banner on the.
I have updated the banner on Facebook as well. So if you head along to Facebook and Instagram, you'll see the post. But there's a little addition that I've put onto it, and I even used a colour scheme that, because we won a gold award, but we're not making a big deal about it.
No, not at all.
Anyway, so once again, what was your artist and song, please, Shannon?
So artist is 2 words, definitive article of the opposite of lightness, and your song is 3 words. After a time, you are becoming more tolerable.
If you think you know the song that we're going to play last on today's Saturday drop-in, drop us a wee email to studio@hhr.scot. If you're listening on the HHR radio app, and if you're not, why not? Goodness. Get yourself onto the message the studio button at the very front page, and that comes straight through to us. Also, you can WhatsApp us. Did you know you can WhatsApp us?
Coming over the hill.
Some promotional material coming from Shannon Marvel very soon.
Exactly.
We are on the WhatsApp, and it's the same old number that you've always known and loved, 01463 704 500. If you type that into WhatsApp, it'll come straight through to us here in the studio. studio, so why not give it a wee try?
And if it doesn't work, just take the first 0 out and
Hey,
it comes up. It's a whole thing.
it's a bit
a whole
funny.
thing. We had an argument about it, but we've made up about it. It's fine.
It's all good. We're all friends. But yeah, what to do is head along to our Facebook page, and on the post for The Beat Detective, you can click on a button that takes you straight through to WhatsApp and send us a wee message through the studio. Why don't you could send us a voice note? As much as I detest voice notes on WhatsApp, but you can send us a voice note with your guests and we'll put it out in the air. Yeah. Take over the
Why
show.
not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Who wants us? Kelly Marie, Feels Like I'm in Love. Now, that was originally released in July of the previous year. The song started to get played in nightclubs and discotheques across the country in our mystery year. Thank you. Slowly climbing up the charts to be number 1 for 2 weeks in September of our mystery year. Now, here's an interesting one for you. The song, it was written by Ray Dorset of Mungo Jerry. So, in the summertime, that one. They released the song because the person they wrote it for had sadly passed away. Do you know who that person was, Shannon Marvel?
Yes, because it's on the running order. But was it Elvis Presley?
It was Elvis Presley was supposed to do that song. Can you imagine Elvis singing that song?
All it feels like. Yeah, definitely. Yes.
So this is Guess the Year. That is your first clue. It's Kelly Marie. It's the year she got to number 1 we're looking for, please. What was going on in the world of television, Shannon Marvel?
So much. So, first TV debuts include this year holiday camp sitcom Heidi High.
Howdy ho!
Heidi High.
Howdy ho!
Oh, I love this. Set in the late 1950s into the early 1960s, the series centred on the holiday camp entertainers, the Yellow Coats of the fictitious Maplin's holiday camp. Family Fortunes also was this year, hosted by Bob Monkhouse. The show is a spin-off from American shows Family Feud. Following on from Monkhouse would see Max Bygraves.
Yeah, Max Bygraves, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Star of Yesteryear.
Oh, I see, right. Les Dennis, Andy Collins and Gino DeCampo take on hosting duties. Gino DeCampo?
Yeah, I'll be honest, when I was looking up the stats on this, I didn't know that Gino DeCampo hosted Family
I
Fortunes.
thought he was still
either.
on this morning, but here we are.
Yeah.
Sticking with the classic game shows as well this year would see Bruce Forsyth take the helm of Play Your Cards Right. Oh, rest in peace. The high-low card game would run for 16 series and 248 episodes. I love how long it took, considering it's literally higher or lower.
It's literally just the high-low game,
lower.
isn't it? But
yeah.
he manages to spin out. He's Brucey. He's the
Brucey,
television magician.
Of course. Viewers across the ITV network were brought by Scottish television to the village of Glendarach on the shore of Loch Lomond for the debut of soap opera Take the High Road. The series followed a traditional Highland estate community, with Glendarach being the fictional identity of the real village of Luss.
Luss, yes. We visited Luss whilst they still made Take the High Road, or
No
High Road,
way.
High Road, as we called it back in the day.
Oh, okay.
And like the sign for the Glendarach stores was kept at the actual. It was a real shop, and Luss was the actual local shop.
Yeah.
It was used as the.
It's a bit like Balamory, how like the local shop was also the sweetie shop.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, been there, seen it, done it.
Who was born this year, Tom?
I can tell you, politician and former UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, current leader of the Conservative Party Kemi Badenoch, the English actor who plays Roy Kent in Ted Lasso, Brett Goldstein.
I love Brett
I'm going to put this out here. I've never seen a single episode of Ted Lasso.
I watched Ted
sorry.
Lasso, and then I had an opportunity to go to Google HQ for the day in London, and we went to the Diamond Dogs office, which is what their little group's called, Diamond Dogs. It's great.
Right straight over my head. Atomic Kitten and Mum of Iceland, Kerry Katona.
Mum of Iceland.
I was trying to be concise. US Masters champion of 2017, Sergio Garcia.
I got his banana that year, I'm pretty sure. Not that year, but earlier on. He did, because he's given
got his banana.
He gives away, because obviously, I know, right? It's a whole thing. But in golf, obviously, you don't own a lot of your stuff. You kind of get given it from like your brands. So he's like throwing like golf gloves and stuff like that. He signed a banana and I got it. I was so happy. And it was a really good banana. I'm just saying, it was a good day.
Moving on, composer and playwright Lin-Manuel Miranda. He did Hamilton. Don't know if you know that. It's quite.
Yeah.
Don't make a big deal about it.
No, not at all.
Former Wednesday Addams, Christina Ricci, all born in this year. We've got some golf in the sport, Shannon.
Okay, in the 109th Open tournament sees American Tom Watson claim his third championship on the links at Muirfield. The Scottish Cup final is an Old Firm derby, with Celtic beating Rangers 1-0 thanks to John McCluskey. Kenny his goal in extra time. It's an Olympic year. Oh, is it now? Okay,
Yeah,
multiples
that
of
narrows
four.
it down a bit. Yeah.
With the Winter Games being held in Lake Placid in the USA and the Summer Games across the Iron Curtain in Moscow. Ooh, Iron Curtain? Winter Games?
Okay. The top 5 highest grossing movies in the UK according to saltypopcorn.co.uk. At number 5, Kramer versus Kramer with 2.5 million. Number 4, I really should have had this queued up. Flash.
You have a Flash Gordon shirt.
I
don't
do have a
you?
Flash Gordon t-shirt. I wish I'd worn it now. Flash Gordon, the 3.3 million, is your number 4 highest grossing movie of the year. The Elephant Man at number 3, grossing 3.5 million. Then my favourite Star Trek, controversial, Star Trek The Motion Picture comes in at number 2 with 3.8 million. But they're all absolutely blown away by this year's mega blockbuster. And at number 1 with 11.3 million pounds in the UK box office, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh, fun.
We've not got any news from this week, but instead, this is an old feature that I don't know if anybody's ever done this before. Shannon, what was happening this week in chart history?
I love that. Your top 5 in the UK singles chart this week in chart history are number 5, Together We Are Beautiful by Fern Kinney.
Oh, you're doing it that way, are you?
Well, yeah, because you usually do bottom to top.
Yeah, but I'm playing the number 5 song. That's your next song.
Okay, right.
She's
Fine.
ruined the format.
I'm sorry.
Who was number 1 this week?
I was Going Underground by The Jam. I love that song. I love The Jam. Number 2 was Dance Yourself Dizzy, Liquid Gold. Number 3, Working My Way Back to You by Detroit Spinners. Number 4, Turning Japanese by The Vapors.
Yeah.
I learned what that is recently, and I don't know how I feel about it.
What was number 5?
Number 5 is Together We're Beautiful by Fern Kinney.
Oh, and here it is. Fern Kinney, Together We Are Beautiful. Oh, Shannon, since you're back, that's us, isn't it? Together We're Beautiful.
I mean, I'm not wearing makeup. I'm that confident today,
Neither am I. It's been pointed out to me that on the cameras today my head looks particularly shiny. This was your number 1 3 weeks ago in This Week in Chart History. And it slid in the charts. It was this week's 5 and it'll only be around for another couple of weeks. It spent a total of 11 weeks on the chart for Fern Kinney. Together We Are Beautiful.
Very nice.
Any thoughts on your year, Shannon? We know it's a multiple of 4, so come on, it's pretty easy, isn't it?
It's a hard one because you have to think like what time in life you were, and I want to say it's got to be like late 70s, early 80s, so I'm going to say 1979.
Multiples of 4 for Olympic years, yeah?
I don't know. Is 1978 a multiple of 4?
Shall we ask...
Well, it's got to be because it's an 8.
Shall we ask the mystery voice?
Yes, please.
1980.
1980.
So I was 1 year out, unless
Our guests are going, no, next door.
I was technically 1 year out.
You were 1 year out. There's
You
a t-shirt.
confused me with multiples
there's
of 4.
a t-shirt for that, isn't there?
I think so. I
I
think you can
so.
ask for a signed picture as well if you ask very nicely.
I might. Well, we've got connections, haven't we? We have got one more wee tune coming up. When we come back after this, we're going to be speaking to our guests from MCR Pathways. Liz and Michael are they're sitting next door, wondering what on earth have they signed themselves up for here.
Yeah, pretty much.
In the meantime,
I love this song.
it's such a good tune to get into it. We'll get them all nice and comfy. You come back to us in a few moments. First up, here is Inner City.
Good life,
Good life, good life, good life. Good life. Shannon, it's the end of the show. I cannot believe it.
Honestly, what has happened?
That absolutely flew by. So all we've got left is literally time to do Beat Detective.
Just
'cause
about, yeah.
We've had a couple of answers come into us.
We have indeed.
So I'm just going to say a quick hello on email to Sam E-Boy.
Sam
Sammy
E-Boy.
Who has messaged us. Your guess, I'm afraid, is incorrect. We've got a wrong answer.
That's okay.
Shall we have the clue again, though?
Yeah, we'll have a quick clue again. I literally just had it up.
I'll have
I was
it. It's definitive article of the opposite of likeness. So that obviously means it's the something, yeah?
Yep,
Uh-huh.
obviously.
Opposite
Surely.
of likeness?
Darkness.
Is it the darkness?
I think it is.
After a time, you are becoming more tolerable. And that's not just me talking about how, our friendship, Shannon. That is...
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Is it growing on me?
I think you are growing on me, yes, by the darkness.
Aw.
So well done, Ben and Kerry.
Yeah. Can
There's
I
a
also
nice team
say?
in that.
Can I also say happy birthday, Kerry?
Oh, is it? No way.
It's
Is it
Mum's
Kerry's
birthday, and she's enjoying it, clearing out the loft, and asking me what I want rid of, and I'm like, I want to talk about.
Well, if we've got any retro student radio T-shirts,
there
then
is
yes,
one on the
please.
way.
Oh, I
There
can't
is one
wait.
on the way.
Do you think it'll fit me? Will it? No.
I don't know. I was a lot bigger in uni. But
weren't we all back there? Right, so we're going to leave you then with the darkness. Thanks very much for your time. Tune in for the podcast where we'll recap on everything and we'll take a wee breather and calm down.
And there will be some extras because we're talking about who shouted us out.
Exactly. So stay tuned for the podcast. In the meantime, James and Emily are up after this. It's the darkness growing on me. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So there you go, folks. That was this week's Saturday drop-in. We've taken a bit of time to chill.
Yeah.
Because that was crazy. It was
yeah,
so busy.
we took a moment.
Jess is here as well. Hey, Jess.
Hi.
Jess was on with Hits Different today at 11.
And then she sticks around for 2 hours.
She
became our PA at one point. She was like,
hi.
They're not ready for you yet.
Yes, if
You're just going to have to wait in here.
Yeah, into the waiting room and listen into the show. So busy. So you've just heard from MCR Pathways. You've heard from Highlife Highland. Information will appear on the website, hhr.scot, eventually, when I get round to it. And if you're listening to this podcast, it's highly likely it is already there.
Yeah.
Because this is the past, isn't it? So let's just do some general housekeeping. How was your holiday? We never had a chance to talk about your holiday to Wales.
It was really good. So I went north of Anglesey.
Ooh.
Went to a little place called Holyhead or
Yeah,
Triada Bay.
Holyhead,
Triada Bay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed in like the little Triada Bay bungalows, which are amazing because we know the family that runs it. It's lovely.
Oh, it's nice. Nice to have a wee break.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a friend's wedding up there anyway. So it kind of just fell perfectly into place, and it was all lovely. And
did Paddy go to the wedding?
He did not.
Oh, what?
No.
You could have dressed him up.
We could have, but just because. No.
Why?
It just far
To
too
be
much.
fair, Paddy's only 6 months old?
He's 15 weeks now.
Oh, hold on.
I know.
Yep. 4, 8,
12.
so he's 3.5.
3.5 months.
Thank you. So he is not quite wedding ready, is he?
He's not quite
I
wedding
don't
ready.
think Minnie would be wedding ready though.
I certainly wouldn't let Minnie anywhere near the bride because she would just jump up on the dress.
She would jump up on the
Yes.
dress.
Which was
dog,
our
just
worry
to
as
clarify.
well. But it was lovely because it was technically a blessing. They got married 7 months ago privately.
All right.
They somewhat eloped. I don't think they did elope, but it's close family and friends, like
I don't
literally
mind that.
parents and brothers and sisters and stuff.
Listen, hey, I'm telling you this: have the wedding that you want, not what people expect.
Yes.
There was 25 children under the age of 8.
Holy
and I was just
moly.
like, that's a
8?
classroom
That's
of children.
a creche. That's what that is. That's a soft play.
So like this ceremony was meant to be like long, and they were like, we've got a lot of kids. But do you know what? The vicar was lovely. She did a whole thing about love and how bubbles, and that she bought like bubble wands out, and we were like, amazing. Obviously Ben got his bubble wand.
Well, he is a child, yes.
Yeah. But no, it was lovely, and the weather held out as well, which was just as good.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was nice and just chilled.
Excellent.
Doing nothing.
But it's so nice to have you back. We've
Thank
missed you.
Yeah, do you know what? I've generally missed this. I've tried to tune in, but I had 3G. I didn't know.
Yeah,
The whole
Wales.
time.
Yeah,
Wales doesn't really have
not
like 5G
quite.
just yet.
Yeah.
No offense, Wales, but
No offense.
no offense, Wales.
It's not in the whole country.
But
But
yeah.
no, it's been nice. I've had Jess here for some company. 1 week I had nobody. I was literally here myself with nobody.
It's hard doing it solo, isn't
And
it?
it's not fun. It's not. At the end of the day, you do it for a laugh, don't you?
Yeah.
And it's not as much fun. But we did get Jess on the phone from Glasgow.
Yeah, we did.
That's hilarious.
She was. Where were you again?
I was outside it was like near BBC Scotland. It was like right opposite it.
It
but
was the Science Centre. Glasgow Science Centre.
Ah.
But I was saying to Jess, she should have just gone in with her Highland Hospital radio badge to Pacific Key to the BBC Scotland and says, "You got a
Could
spare
you
studio?
imagine?
Can I just jump in and do a link?
Would you
know,
mind?
You know,
It's for Inverness.
yeah,
like,
it's like
Yeah.
It's up there.
just
Yeah.
come on." And they'd be like, "Where? Never heard of it. Never heard of it."
yeah.
So let's dial back on what happened a couple of weekends ago.
Yeah.
We mentioned it in the show. It may have been cut for time, so let's just cover it all because we had a live unveiling of a trophy and a certificate.
Yeah.
This show, the Saturday Drop-In, of which this podcast is made from, won a gold award at the HBAs. So the HBA is the Hospital Broadcasting Association.
Yeah.
Celebrating 100 years this year of hospital radio broadcasting.
Which is nuts.
Incredible. I mean, we've been doing it for well, we've only been doing it for 7.
Hospital Radio has been doing it more than BFBS.
Really?
I think
It's been
they're
around for
70
longer.
years.
That's incredible. I
Yeah.
mean, realistically, it's not that much less than like the BBC, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
And on the 100th year celebrations, we were very fortunate enough to win an award, and it was the Gold Award for Best Programme with Multiple Presenters, Highland Hospital Radio, the Saturday Drop-In.
I genuinely couldn't believe it. I saw it in Instagram stories and I was like, what?
You what? So
You came into my room and you're like, Jess, we want it.
it was like 11 o'clock at night. I came for Jess, you're not going to believe this.
It was the fact you knew I would be awake as well.
Yeah, well, your mum was sound asleep, so I had to go and tell somebody. Yeah, I was like, no, okay,
Yeah.
Jess will be up. Thanks that came in. So it was Richard Smith of the A to Z of Pop messaged me first,
Hilarious.
which I love. So he was at the ceremony and sent me a message. It was like, congratulations, Captain, you've won. I love that. You've won gold. And I was like, at first I was like, what have we won? Not really thinking.
That the HBAs were that day.
No, I kind of knew.
Yeah.
But it was like, there's no way we're going to win. Come on, this nonsense? This is going to win an award?
To be fair, there was really good shows
Oh,
that
it was-
we
do you
were
know
up
what?
against, and I was like, nah, unlikely.
Really, really tough year. And then, so then I had Neil from HBS messaged me a few seconds later. Then I had John from Grampian.
Yeah.
I should just say, well done, Grampian Hospital Radio.
They've
They-
done incredible this year.
Gold award in the best female category, silver award for John in the best male category. John's show's great, by the way.
Yeah.
It's kind of got a similar idea to this. It's about bringing in local organisations and having the hospital come in.
I love
so
that.
really, really good. And that's what I think hospital broadcasting should be. They also got a silver award for Event of the Year,
Yeah.
and it was to do with someone who had lost their voice through motor neuron disease, but had got it back through technology. Really, really heartwarming story.
Yeah.
And they also got it for their coverage of the Tall Ships race.
They did.
Grampian did great.
Yeah.
HBS took an award away as well, I believe.
Yeah.
So just how good is it that hospital broadcasting in Scotland is doing so well?
Yeah. It's nuts.
Yeah, so we got some lovely thank you messages from all the other hospital radio stations. We got a lovely bit of coverage in the Inverness Courier, so thank you very much to them. But then, kind of out of the blue, on Monday, I got an email from a work colleague
Yeah.
who said, "Oh, congratulations on your award. I just heard you on MFR." I went,
No, you're
you-
playing
you-
us.
No, you didn't. You didn't hear us on MFR. And she says, no, yeah, Boogie in the Morning just mentioned you. I was like, no, Boogie in the Morning didn't mention us
He
on
doesn't
MFR.
know who we are.
MFR, no way. So I had to wait until after 10 and then went onto their website and had to scroll through the show.
Yeah.
Because they like what we do, they put the full show back out on Catch Up Free to
I
listen
love
to.
their features for that show because they were talking about the stolen Kit Kats.
Oh yeah,
Kit Kats.
Don't get started because you know what Jess is like with Kit Kats, but
I bet it was you.
What, just snapping them
and they've
all?
all been bitten in half incorrectly. So yeah, I scrolled back, managed to get through it, and here it is. So Boogie and Arlene are talking about us, which I find absolutely incredible. We're going to play it. We're probably breaking some rules here, but we will say that you can catch up on MFR on the Rayo app and
Yep.
Rayo website. Get yourself along to the MFR website, and you
Yep.
can listen to this. Please don't sue us. Here is the coverage from MFR. That we had.
MFR, Boogie in the Morning, let's show some love to another radio show. Really? Yeah, and it's not like us because we hate every other radio show. But this is Highland Hospital Radio. The show, the Saturday Drop-In, has won the Gold Award for the best programme at the National Hospital Radio Awards. Fantastic.
Hi, Hans.
Now, the programme is on every Saturday.
Yep.
Not at the same time as us, is it? We're on a Saturday.
You're a weekday.
And it's hosted
No,
by
he's got a
Shannon.
show on a Saturday as well.
Oh,
So
really?
I think we are actually on the same time because Boogie does a Saturday show, I think. So, hey, sorry, Boogie, we're kind of clashing a wee bit here. Anyway.
Hosted by Shannon Marvel and Tom Nelson. Shannon Marvel. There's a name for the radio.
Cracking name.
That's a
I think we just leave it as that.
It's like, hey, Tom Nelson's not a bad name, you know.
Tom Nelson is a strong name, but Shannon Marvel. Shame on getting married next year, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Are you not going to keep your name for professional
It
purposes?
is professional purposes for radio. I'm keeping Marvel, yeah.
So
But
here-
legally,
yeah,
moving over.
yeah.
Switching sides.
So nice that So anyway, it was so nice of Boogie to say my name on it, both of us, but it was so nice
Yeah.
to hear my name getting mentioned by Boogie, and it made me think. He probably won't thank me for this. that it's not the first time that Boogie has said my name on the radio.
Oh.
Okay? He's done it before.
Oh.
And it was, I think, 1998.
So the year I was born.
Now that's
crazy.
That's the bit that I love about all this, okay? Because I asked for a request
Nice.
to be played for my dad.
Aw.
And my dad liked Blur. And there was a song that came out around about that time called Tender, I want to say.
Yeah.
And they used to do this feature called Alarm Call. So this is kind of saying to Boogie that thank you very much for saying my name again twice. And I hate to tell you this, mate, but that was 28 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Boogie in the Morning still going strong on MFR and all across the east of Scotland. So I think we should say, hey, well done to Boogie for still doing it, and he still looks
his
great.
arias as well.
He's got so many awards.
Yeah.
He's such a cracking guy. So therefore, for him to mention us is kind of big for us.
That's hilarious.
Because we are kind of big fanboys and girls. I might even have the
RFM.
a bit of a retro Radio 4th T-shirt on today. So thank you to everybody who sent us a message.
Yeah,
we said
it
on
was
the live
lovely.
show,
Yeah.
but we want to say again to thank you to all of the charities and organisations who have come in, because it's them who's made this show what the judges liked.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
we
for
just
us,
come in and just take the mick out of
we
each
do
other.
the nonsense part, but the proper charities come in, and that's for us what is good hospital radio.
Mm-hmm.
That we bring in the community, we bring in people who are providing services for people to make them feel better and make them healthier and happier across the NHS Highland area, and we give them that sort of soundboard. We get them a chance to be signposted. So
Exactly.
thank you to everyone who has done that. We're immensely proud. We were absolutely buzzing.
It
when
was
we
funny
found out.
coming into work, and I'm only saying this because it's the podcast, so we could get away with a little bit extra. I had a work colleague message me on Tuesday morning being like, congratulations on your award. Have you heard about the vacancy at Radio 2? And I was like,
Yeah.
but such is life. Thank you very much. It was lovely getting the odd message at work as well.
You stay here with me now. Actually, it can be a bit of history.
I don't know if Sarah Cox comes messaging. I don't know.
Well, a bit of fun when Shannon came to Highland Hospital Radio, and I was the chair, and we were having a blather about you coming in and what show you were going to do.
Yeah.
And I think I said to you, there was no doubt about it. You love radio. Radio's your passion.
I'm a proper nerd for it.
We both are, but you.
Yeah.
Should be doing it properly, frankly. And I said, go and do us a favour though, right? Go and at least stick around for a year for me. 7 years later.
7 years later, I'm
she's still here.
Three jobs weren't successful, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
Loving life.
But hey, listen, we just love doing radio, and we love to do this wee bit. So thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, cheers, easy.
We will probably just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Totes a mosh.
Totes a mosh.
We're going to go and chillax. In terms of Highland Hospital Radio, folks, get along to the website, hhr.scot. There's so many great programmes. On right now is Jimmy Jangles, and that will be available on the catch-up service. Jess is here every Saturday with Hits Different, a really heartwarming show because it's the requests from the kids down in the children's unit. So many programmes, it's really great. And finally, on the whole award thing, it's not just about Shannon and I, because Jess has done stuff for the Saturday Drop-In. Thank you, Jess. Terry, Karen, Phil... probably people that I'm forgetting. They've all done wee parts and pointed things out to us.
It's not just an us show. We kind of top the majority of it, but anyone's welcome, which is kind of the point of the show. So
this is an award for Highland Hospital Radio. We're all very proud. I'm going to go and put this trophy into the trophy cabinet right now.
Yeah.
Shannon's ordering her own personal one for the house.
I'll message Neil and see what's up.
But we'll leave you to it, folks. We'll be back next week.
Also, Boogie, if you take a Saturday off, come say hi.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Boogie,
hi.
Arlene, presenter Dan.
Yeah, he was Hospital
Dan,
Radio.
sorry.
Yeah, producer Dan was Hospital Radio starting, wasn't he?
So please, if you're ever up here on a Saturday, come in and see us. Join in on the Saturday Drop-In.
Yeah. Or we'll get Gary Spence.
Ooh. Maybe not. Take it easy, folks. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Bye.